coming in. A major escalation in the Strait of Hormuz with a third vessel now reportedly attacked, even as two other ships have been seized and taken into Iranian custody. So the IRGC has currently confirmed that it stopped and detained two vessels, including the MSC Francesca and another ship which is accused, and Iran has accused these ships of violating transit regulations. They've also accused them of tampering with navigation systems and endangering maritime security. The IRGC says that these ships were identified through intelligence inputs and have been now transferred into Iranian territorial waters, where their cargo and documents are being inspected. In its official statement, the IRGC has also asserted that it is calling this action smart control over the Strait of Hormuz and has issued a clear warning that any vessel violating Iran's rules for passage through this strategic waterway will face decisive action, and this comes after back-to-back firing incidents. So multiple ships being targeted. Only today, in a matter of hours, Srinjoy Chaudhary, 3 ships have been targeted. So do you have any information about the latest status of the MSC Francesca and the second vessel?
Well, the Strait of Hormuz is closed both ways. The Americans have said, well, we are going to blockade all Iranian ports. And the Iranians have said, well, if that is so, the Strait of Hormuz is closed. So any ship that goes through or tries to go through without permission will get fired at. Whether it's the Francesca, whether it's any other ship, they will get hit. And that's precisely what is happening. Now, what is likely to happen as a result of this is that every ship captain, every shipping company will weigh the risks, will say, is it worth it? Is it worth going through the Strait of Hormuz? Isn't our tanker or cargo ship or container ship too valuable an asset, particularly it's full of oil or goods or whatever? So they would rather not use the Strait of Hormuz. So that is likely to happen now that all these ships have been attacked.
So how does this currently impact the ongoing efforts? So right now we know that the ceasefire has been extended indefinitely. Tehran is setting terms for talks, and Tehran has said it clearly that only after the United States lifts the blockade will it come back to the talking table, the negotiation table. So how does this currently impact the ongoing efforts?
Well, different countries have said different things at different times. Now it's important to see what they actually do. It's one thing to say lots of things. It's quite another to see what they actually do. Now Iran has something to do. According to America, they have to come up with a list of proposals, probably pass it on to the Pakistanis, who will hand it over to America. Now, what will the proposals have? That will really decide whether there will be peace or more instability.
So America on its part has said that the ceasefire has been extended because of the position taken by Iran, and US President Donald Trump also indicated that Iran currently stands divided. But yes, Hormuz continues to remain the biggest hurdle, and the tensions in Hormuz are escalating. Like we've been telling you about multiple firing incidents that have been reported in the last few hours itself. This is a vessel that was in the west of Iran that was fired upon, while another vessel believed to be, like we told you, MSC Francesca, suffered significant damage to its bridge after coming under fire near the Oman coast. Now, Iran is defending these actions. Iran is saying that it was enforcing maritime law after this particular vessel failed to respond to the warnings. But we also have to now tell you about how this particular flashpoint has extended beyond Hormuz. Why are we saying that? Now we are going to put our focus on the actions of the United States. Now look at what has happened. You know that MV Tuska was seized in the Gulf of Oman. This happened, and now we have information that another this is an Iran-linked ship which was in fact intercepted in the Indian Ocean. So just look at what has happened. From Hormuz to the Indian Ocean, US has gone ahead ahead and has, in fact, intercepted an Iran-linked ship. And now US is also now sending a message. So in the Strait of Hormuz, firing continues. And when it comes to the actions taken by the US Navy, there is action we are seeing in the Indian Ocean, much away from Hormuz. So here's what has been happening between both sides. With that, we also have to tell you about what Donald Trump has done. He has extended the naval blockade while, in fact, slamming Iran. And Iran has said that this naval blockade of the United States is nothing but an act of war. Donald Trump says that Iran wants the Strait of Hormuz open. Why? Because as per Donald Trump, Iran wants to earn $500 million a day, and he says that there can be no deal if the United States does not block Hormuz. Iran's foreign minister Abbas Araghchi has called this blockade a violation of ceasefire and has described the US's naval blockade as an act of war. With that,